I genuinely love working with high performance athletes all around the world. I'm currently here in Dubai. However, I've noticed a pattern amongst female women, high achieving women, and I want to help you guys because I want to stop the suffering. I want to release that guilt, shame blanket that you've got wrapped around you and support you to let you know that you're not mad. Trust that inner gut feeling that you've had about your horse, that something isn't right, despite the experts telling you that absolutely everything is fine. And take a deep breath, okay? What if you're already doing enough as a female rider? Oh my God, I have so much admiration for female riders who are honestly trying everything. They have done the new tack, spent, let's face it, a small fortune on just getting the tack. Sometimes the tack costs more than the horse, still doesn't fit, even though it's customized. Sound familiar? They have all the weekly lessons, they are pushing themselves, they're doing weekly Pilates, they know how important it is as a rider to be fit, to be responsible for your health. But when it comes to your horse, despite spending a small fortune and remortgaging the house, you still have this inconsistency with your horse. You're still struggling. And the worst part is, you walk into the stable after, I'm just walking on the grass. You walk into the stable after having quite a stressful week at work, and your horse just turns their ass on you. I mean, it hurts, right? I've been there. I see this happening everywhere I go. And this is why I'm on a mission to help female riders, so that the input that you have no problem doing, you don't have a discipline problem, you don't have an inconsistency problem, that's all there. But something is missing. I describe it like an invisible wall, right? You have an invisible wall between you and your horse, and despite all your effort, you can't see what is going on because, just like I said, the invisible wall is there. So you can see your horse, but you can't quite understand what's going on. And despite all the expert input, advice, time invested, let me know if this has been you, going on to Dr. Google or Facebook groups until like 1 o'clock in the morning, just trying to find out if there's someone who has been through what you're going through, or just to hear that you're not alone in this. This video is for you, and most importantly, I'm going to show you a simple technique that I teach in the Female Rider Code. I call it the Horse Rider Reset Program. If you want more information, just comment the word reset below and I'll send you through a link. I teach this all in there, plus more. But for today's video, let's go through this together. For those of you that don't know me, hi, I'm Nika. I'm an equine chiropractor, an athlete. I have represented GB as the MCI PSG. I've been an ex-flat jockey. I've pretty much tried many disciplines out there, and I'll never stop being a body worker. Let me just show you where I am as well. This is Dubai Hills Park. So it's obviously all very man-made here in Dubai, but it's pretty beautiful. This has been here for a few years now, and I'm here like early afternoon. Sun is starting to go down. The sun goes down here pretty consistently at 6 p.m. And I love to go for like an evening walk around. Full disclosure, I can't not see the cats. And I give the cats loads of attention. Sometimes I feed them, but they get really well looked after here. Okay, also I apologize for the wind. Hopefully you guys can hear me okay. Let's go for a walk. So when it comes to how can you get rid of that invisible wall between you and your horse, I'm going to tell you a story. This is a true story. And I'd like you to imagine yourself as this rider. I got a phone call from a rider 3 days ago. Her horse bolted sporadically, her words, out of the arena during a pre-test ride the competition was 2 days afterwards. She said he bolted so quickly, something he's never done, took her halfway across this massive arena. And she said, I'm not gonna lie, I was scared. So I came in as the body worker, so the chiropractor, to come and see if he was in pain. Great action taking, and this is this classic high achieving female. They take action immediately. I was out. Yes, he did have some pain in his lumbar spine, just behind the saddle area. We treated that. We walked and trotted him before and after treatment. No surprise, he was better. He was fixed. The next day she had some aftercare and then he was good for the competition. I said, this is what I'd recommend. And then I said to her, can I ask you a question? She said, of course. I said, how are you? How are you after this event? And she said, full disclosure, she said, Nika, I don't feel good. I'm a little bit scared. It frightened me. He's a big horse. I'm not scared of him. I'm happy to ride him, but I'm scared. It really took me by surprise. I said, I get it. I said, how's your body? She said, what do you mean? I said, if we just replay this event together right now, but I'm just going to ask you to tell me what's going on in your body, not what's going on in your mind. So we went through it together. And she said, it's my chest feels so tight. And this is the key learning, right? As much as we as humans like to logically think things through and intellectually understand what has happened, it's actually our body that takes over. Our body has this innate intelligence, and it stores trauma, it stores emotion. And this is exactly what happened with my client, and it's exactly what happened after this event. And it's why I said, let's work on you. So this is the practical tool that anyone can do, is a box breath exercise. So imagine a box in your mind. There's got a little kitty cat here. Hey, hey, oh, you're so loud, hi. Oh, you're beautiful, aren't you? Distracted by the cats. Okay, close your eyes, imagine a box in front of you. And with this box, you're gonna inhale for the count of 4 seconds. Inhale. You're gonna hold your breath for 4 seconds. You're gonna exhale for 4 seconds. And you're gonna hold for 4 seconds. Now repeat this process 4-5 times. Check in with yourself before you do the exercise and after, and see how your body is feeling. So simple. Bonus one here. Before you get on your horse, before you bring the tack out, I do what's called a pause signal check. Again, everything I teach in much more detail in the horse and rider reset. Before you do anything with your horse from a pressure perspective, stop and check in with how you're doing. How's your posture? How's your breath? How are you feeling before you ask your horse to do anything? Because horses can feel, recognize our heartbeat from further than we can. They can feel it. They know, they sense our energy. They sense how we're turning up. They sense what we're bringing to the day. And my last tip for you guys, by the way, if you found this helpful, just drop me a comment or message below. The final thing I'd love to say is work with the horse that you have today. Many of us, so this rider that had the experience of the bolt, I said to her, ride the horse you have of the day. When you bring that fear, that tension, the anticipation of it happening again to the horse, 9 times out of 10 will probably happen again, because you are giving that horse that feeling of unsafety and uncertainty. If you switch that around and you understand what's going on in your body and you recognize how to calm things down, we call this regulating your body, the horse is going to mirror that back to you. Thanks for listening, guys, and here's my last cat of the evening. Hey. Hi. Hey, lovely.